Yo, welcome everyone. If I invert the Bitcoin chart for you, would you be looking for a new buy or for a new sell position? Hopefully, you set a new buy position, and let's talk about that right now because yesterday on Twitter, I posted a very important tweet where I said, this is bullish for Bitcoin. People are opening new short positions, but Bitcoin price is moving higher. Bullish absorption is in play, and it really does look like that yesterday. Higher lows were being formed on Bitcoin, lower lows on the CVD indicator, which is measuring if brand new buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. An open interest indicator also got a push towards the upside. This simply told us brand new money is coming in the market in a form of brand new short positions, not able to push the price lower. Bullish indication, bullish absorption, and it really does look like Bitcoin got another push towards the upside, taking the liquidity all above the recent highs right here. And of course, surprisingly or maybe not, a lot of people were liquidated. In the past 24 hours, over 140,000 traders were liquidated and approximately 380 million US dollars has been wiped from the entire cryptocurrency market. So that simply tells us people have literally zero clue of what they are doing. They are not using stop losses on their trades. And also something I tweeted only a couple of hours ago on Twitter right here, where I actually said trading crypto without stop losses is financial self-harm. So this is really something that I mean, because if you're trading with a long, with a buy position, or maybe even if you're shorting at this specific area without a stop loss, you're going to get completely wrecked. As of right now, I am right now still holding a long position on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on Ondo, and also on XRP. But also as of right now, yes, I am still shorting with an average entry of approximately 103.7 thousand US dollars. Now, for complete transparency, my stop loss with this specific short position is exactly above this specific high. And let me right now do share with you why ideally, if we are not going to see right now a push towards downside on Bitcoin, I want to be, first of all, stopped out of my short position, expecting much higher price targets. And the reason for that, it is going to be when you pay attention right now to the open interest indicator, it is showing to us that yes, it is still increasing towards the upside, and the CVD indicator got a push towards the downside. That simply means also bigger players entered a short position exactly at this specific area, but in comparison to what was happening yesterday with the bullish absorption right here, those short positions that entered only a couple of minutes ago were actually able to reverse the price, and Bitcoin got some kind of a rejection towards the downside. That means bulls are right now potentially stepping on the side, and at the moment, bears are able to push the price lower. That is why I am telling to you, if we continue up from here, I want to get stopped out of my short position, and I'm simply going to continue holding my long positions from much lower, from approximately 76,600 US dollars. But on the other hand, if Bitcoin actually does see a rejection exactly at this specific area, of course, our short positions finally and potentially are going to be in the profit. And also let me right to do share with you another very important thing, because already yesterday we were saying Bitcoin is moving in an S&E channel. We hit the top of our channel almost perfectly, and we got quite a significant, as of right now, a rejection towards downside. And additionally, what I said before, if we are inverting the chart, looking on the 30-minute, on the 1-hour time frame, and my question to you is right now simply, are you looking for a brand new long, or are you looking for a brand new sell position? If I would right now see this exact chart, seeing a swing failure pattern of the previous low right here, of course, I would be looking for a brand new buying position, or in this case, of course, we are still more interested to fire another short position with a very simple invalidation level level, literally exactly above the recent high. That is right now also why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are definitely possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let's right now talk about what are going to be our higher targets if we are actually going to continue higher, and also we need to talk about, first of all, liquidations, and additionally some important indicators on a very high term time frame. But first of all, what are going to be targets if Bitcoin does continue higher? That being said, I get wrecked on my short position. Yes, again, I am technically speaking still in a very much profit because all of my long positions are right now definitely printing right here. But nevertheless, if Bitcoin does go higher, 22 hours ago, I also posted another very important tweet where I said, yes, Bitcoin can form a new all-time high in the next days, but these are not levels for new buys, unless your goal is to become someone else's exit liquidity. So once again, I am completely aware we can form a brand new all-time high. Happy days for Bitcoin. Let's go above 110,000 US dollars. But the reality is, after such a big price increase, after a successful swing failure pattern, and also additionally, once we are going to pay attention to some indicators, we are really not looking for another and brand new buying position. We are only interested to fire another short position, but of course also with proper risk management. Entering a short position in such a strong uptrend, it is definitely slightly more risky. However, in terms of risk reward, short position, it is still giving to us a better risk to reward ratio versus entering another buying position exactly at this specific area. So if we right now go higher, simply I am looking for another liquidity level at approximately 106.4 thousand US dollars, or even higher at approximately 110,000 US dollars, which is then going to mean Bitcoin is going to form another all-time high. Now, what are as of right now some signs of rejections on the 4-hourly time frame? You're actually going to see that 2 times in a row already the 4-hourly candle closed as a bearish pin bar. Bearish pin bar means a very big wick towards the upside, small candle body with a small wick towards downside. That is what we are right now seeing for the past 8 hours. Bearish Bitcoin indication, bearish candlestick pattern, and additionally also a successful swing failure pattern where we grabbed liquidity above the recent highs, wrecked also a lot of people. On the 3-day time frame right now, you can clearly see liquidity above the recent highs right here has already been harvested. That pretty much means people that are not setting stop losses with their short positions are of course getting liquidated, are already getting stopped out. But let me right now also do share with you why ideally we are looking for some kind of a bigger reversal towards downside in the next couple of days. And it all comes down to the liquidations that can right now be seen on the 1 week and of course also on the 2-week time frame. You can right now see bigger liquidations on Bitcoin are not landing above the highs, but are actually below the lows. And the biggest liquidation cluster is as of right now placed at $93,130, where 145.9 million of long positions are going to get wrecked and are going to get liquidated. That is why I am as of right now telling to you, looking for a brand new long position right here, at least in my opinion, it is definitely slightly more risky versus going with a short position where you're properly placing your stop loss, where you know exactly how much you're going to lose if Bitcoin simply does continue our way even higher towards the upside. That is why once again at this specific area, if we go above this specific high, I am going to get stopped out, take the loss, but of course also additionally continue holding my long positions. If we continue lower right here from this specific area, I am simply going to know, yes, my long position is then going to print even more profits right here, and I am going to share with you exactly why as of right now, at least in my opinion, potentially we can be looking for some kind of a trend reversal. That is why if you want to trade with us and if you want to get yourself a free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN, click the second link down below in the description, because BTunix exchange is as of right now offering to you only for the next 2 weeks right here an additional 20% deposit bonus. Then open your first trade, because you're going to get another random bonus between 10 and 500 USDT, but also because of a super high volatility on Bitcoin right now, we are having a 2000 USDT trading competition. So the more you're going to trade, the higher the chance you're going to win quite an insane prizes with this specific trading competition. So simply, if you're looking for a brand new trade right here, click the second link down below. No KYC, no VPN, get yourself a free bonus, get yourself a 20% deposit bonus, and also another additional bonus on your first trade. Now, also, let's talk about what is going to be a bearish indication on one of the very important indicators on the daily time frame. One could right now say that we are forming a bearish divergence on the MACD. Lower highs right here, higher highs on the Bitcoin chart itself. So this right here is simply going to be a regular bearish divergence being formed on the MACD indicator. And then additionally, we can go one step further with the Adler stochastic CG oscillator right here, which is as of right now showing to us on the daily overbought area, and also on the weekly, we are also being at the overbought area. Now look at some examples when Bitcoin was also at the overbought area on the Adler stochastic CG oscillator. Overbought right here, push towards downside. 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 So once again, those indications are definitely not here for us to be ignoring them, because they're simply saying to us we should be right here slightly more careful. Yes, we can definitely form another all-time high in the next couple of days. But once again, if we are right now looking for the best trades with the highest risk to reward ratio, yes, I know we are going against the trend, but nevertheless, a very simple, very clear, very easy invalidation level, literally exactly above the high. If we go higher, happy days for Bitcoin. We are probably going to actually go towards our liquidity levels right here, but until then, we know we are trading the swing failure pattern. People are getting cracked. We are also, as of right now, seeing some bearish divergences on the MACD indicator, overbought on the Adler stochastics on the daily and the weekly time frame, which in my opinion definitely says to us, be careful with your longs. Pay yourself at least a little bit, take some profits off the table right here, and maybe even fire another short position, and let's see what happens from there. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. I am only right now reading the chart as objectively as possible, but nevertheless, I definitely do know that at this specific area, we are looking only for a sell and not for a buy position. And of course, what I said before right here, if we are inverting the chart right there after such a big push towards downside, we are once again not looking for a sell position, but only for a buying position. Now, additionally, what are going to be some important first support areas you should definitely be aware of in a case we do see right here a bigger rejection towards downside? As I already said yesterday, the first important support area, it is going to be the daily level, with the better one being the monthly high-term time frame area of support, where we also do have our recent lows right here. Now, why is the daily and also the monthly area right here such an important level? Both of those levels are aligning very nicely with the recent lows, which means liquidity is also being placed exactly at the high-term time frame areas of support. So I would definitely say very nice levels for our first take profit. And of course, if we then break the monthly level towards downside, of course, we are looking for a much bigger drop towards downside in the next couple of days. Now, additionally, what is right now happening with XRP and also with Ethereum? Because XRP got a push towards the upside directly towards the weekly high-term time frame area of resistance, and one could right now say left shoulder, head right here, right shoulder, some kind of a head and shoulders pattern is right now being formed on the XRP if we are actually right now going to see some kind of a rejection towards downside. How you can right now trade that? Simply go with a short position right here, stop loss above the high, because if we go above this specific high, the head and shoulders pattern, it is going to be invalidated. Now, additionally for Ethereum, literally a very similar story as on Bitcoin. We took the liquidity above the recent high. We are trading at some kind of a very important area of resistance where we took the liquidity above this specific high. We are trading approximately at the daily, and again, the trading idea on Ethereum is exactly the same. Stop loss above the recent high. With Ethereum, I would actually say you need to be slightly more careful, maybe even setting a stop loss slightly above the high, but nevertheless, we are also looking for some kind of a rejection, not only on Bitcoin, also this on Ethereum, and of course also on XRP. With SUI USDT, we also got a successful swing failure pattern above the recent high. Zooming out on the daily time frame, we are taking the liquidity above this specific area, but nevertheless, all of the charts are as of right now telling to us those levels are not the levels for buys. I am aware we can form a brand new all-time high. That is why I continue holding long or buying positions on literally all of those cryptocurrencies. But nevertheless, in terms of risk to reward, I would definitely say it is much better to go with a short position with a clear, simple invalidation level above the recent high. That is why if you want to trade with us and get yourself a free $8,000 bonus without KYC and without VPN, click the second link down below in the description, because you're also going to get a 20% deposit bonus and an additional 10 to 500 USDT free rewards on your first trade. And that is also why right now make sure you are smashing up the like button.